Next picks, Kevin Lee versus Gregor Gillespie. This one's going to be super fun. I'm so excited for this. We have two natural-born wrestlers, crazy wrestlers. Gregor Gillespie, an undefeated prospect, one of the only undefeated with double-digit wins in the UFC, going up against a monster in the Motown Phenom. I'm so excited.
So the last time Gregor Gillespie fought was in January, I believe, and it was the Henry Cejudo TJ Dillashaw card. And I remember watching that on my phone and going, who is this guy? I was like, oh my gosh. And we hadn't been working on the podcast yet, so I didn't even know you liked MMA at this point, Brick. But I was literally just like alone in my thoughts, just like, who is this guy and why? And I'm talking about Gregor Gillespie. How is he so good? Kevin Lee, his losses are against RDA, Ally Quina, and Tony Ferguson. He also has another loss, but those are like the bigger names. I think Gregor Gillespie is totally in that tier of fighters. I think he's right there with Ally Quinta and RDA. And maybe not a Tony, but maybe someday he'll be. And I think that Gregor Gillespie is maybe the guy that takes down Khabib or maybe takes down Tony at some point. Like, he is, in my opinion, that good. And I really see him beating Kevin Lee.
See, forget for a minute, let's just forget that Kevin Lee exists. Can we just please ask the MMA gods to make something happen for me, please? Gregor Gillespie versus Marco Madsen at some point. That would be horrifying. That would be a wrestling match that would seriously give you the shakes. Now, that being said, I'm going to take Kevin Lee in this fight. Kevin Lee is so much more powerful of a striker. He's so much better of a striker. I think Kevin Lee is going to smack Gregor Gillespie on the button. I don't necessarily want to see Gregor Gillespie lose that spotless record, but the Motown Phenom is no joke. He's got serious power. He's got great wrestling. I think this comes from Kevin Lee by some miracle gaining the position on Gregor Gillespie and finishing with a TKO in some ground and pound.